Today, let's see what is passive design. Is it a secret to smarter or greener buildings? What exactly it is? Nowadays, we depend on buildings to help us keep ourselves cool when we feel hot and give us warmth in the cold and does make us comfortable, but mostly with fans, air conditioners, heaters, and sometimes even for lighting we depend. But why do we rely so heavily on these? What if the buildings could naturally provide comfort by working with the environment instead of fighting against it? That's the idea behind passive design. Here we see two variations of building facades. One is towards a passive design, providing greenery and shading. The others is using an active mechanism to maintain the comfort that we need. So let's try to know what is passive design. So what exactly it is? Passive design is an approach to architecture where the building's form, layout, and materials are carefully planned to use natural forces like the sun, wind, and thermal mass for comfort and energy savings instead of depending on machines. By making smart choices in design, the buildings itself can be the climate controller. As we see here, that is, we are trying to protect ourselves with the help of umbrella when we walk outside on the streets, or we are trying to heat ourselves by being in front of a fireplace. Animals are trying to find a comfortable place for themselves. That is how we protect when we are outdoors. So, when we are indoors, what are the strategies that we can include to make ourselves comfortable without relying on the machines? So, let's see how we can design. What could be the thought process for designs? Is it the walls that need to be taken care of? Is it the windows? Is it the roof slab? Is it the terrace? What exactly it is that we need to take care of? So, here, in short, the strategies that could be is orientation. So, as to capture sunlight in winter but block it in summer. Natural ventilation, so fresh air flows across rooms. Thermal mass and insulation using materials like stone, brick, concrete to store heat during the day and release it slowly at night. Daylighting, admitting natural light and thus reducing the need for artificial lighting. So, an architecture that responds to its climate is basically the thought behind a passive design. So, what kind of principles or how is it is based? It's basically based on the local climatic conditions and the present weather conditions that should be taken care of. So, in hot climates, the priority is to reduce heat gains. That means shading windows, increasing ventilation, and using reflective roofs or green roofs. That is the priority in hot climates. In cold climates, the priority is to capture and store heat. That means large south facing windows, thick insulation, and thermal mass. Now, in case of mixed climates or composite climates, the design has to balance both, like providing shade in one season and warmth in another. These strategies may sound modern, but they are ancient. Passive solutions have always been part of how humans lived comfortably without electricity. But now, if that was used then, why we need it today? Today we need it because we care our buildings today being the biggest energy consumers on the planet. Almost half of the world's energy goes in heating, cooling, and lighting. As you see, the interiors are lit in one of the places here, even in the day hours. And we see lot of the AC units being projected outside. That means the comfort is being provided by air conditioning aspects. So two of the images that you see here. So passive spaces gives us natural light that boosts productivity, mood, and even recovery rates in hospitals. So that makes us feel happier throughout the time. Then it also lowers the cost since energy is needed every day is very less. Thus, it is economically viable solution. So, examples of any of these modern adaptations is ancient ideas have been revived and combined with new technologies. That is, green roofs insulate the buildings and absorb rainwater. Dynamic facades adjust shading throughout the day. Advanced glazing lets in daylight but blocks the heat. So, instead of forcing machines to fix bad design, passive design creates comfort from the start, and that's why we need it. Because the most sustainable buildings is the one that works with the local climate and weather conditions. It's just not a design choice, it's the path to a more sustainable and livable future. Thank you.